So, hey guys, Chelsea here. So yeah, I decided to make a second version of my one team for every Kizuna variation. So yeah, this time I've skipped a lot of the newer legends, so the only legend I'm using at all is the versus Big Mom, and most people do have Big Mom versus Kaido. So yeah, it should be a lot more easy to copy. The timer support is not necessary, but it's nice to have some guaranteed orb control. One change I will do to the team after running it through, that's not visible here. I'm also showcasing that you can use Daifuku if you have him. But the one change I do is put something like Weaver support or Bonnie support on Barto just to guarantee a matching orb final stage. It's something I overlooked, and like it's a small chance that you don't get a matching orb, but yeah, it will really help. And yeah, one thing I also overlooked when building the team and then testing it is that obviously Capone has to be Psy to do any real damage, but yeah, I think it's fine to just swap Capone to Psy final stage since we'll always be using Big Mom Special stage 2 to get an attack boost, and we do need to hit 3 perfects to get an orb boost final stage. So I'd say just keep Capone in Dex form until stage 3, then just swap, use Special. And yeah, the thing with this team too is that it works until beyond level 31. How long is hard to say, like this team won't do as much damage against the quick boss as my other team did, since this team only has Capone for super effective damage against quick. And yeah, as you'll see here, you don't need to hit too many perfects here. You have 2 units with Berry both Shiryu and Capone. And yeah, I did forget here when I did this that I had to swap Capone, so just swap Capone if you run this team, it's just me being dumb. And yeah, we're using the Raid Croc now. He's a unit that hasn't seen that much use. But it's actually fine here since the restrictions for team building means you do need to run a mono-driven team. And yeah, Croc has just nice utility here. He removes the spear this stage. He helps remove paralysis another stage. And in all stages he helps with chain boost, so that's extra damage. And yeah, you should always burst with Alvida first, since she's not boosted. The only reason we're running Alvida is because she can remove both bind and damage reduction. So when you get beyond level 31, one stage will add damage reduction, so you can just use Alvida then for that. So yeah, moving on to the second variation. But yeah, all variations are basically the same. We use Big Mom stage 2. We use what we need stage 3. Like you'll always use Capone, you'll always use Shiryu, you'll always use the Crocodile. If you use Barto, like you only need Barto for one stage, and it's this one actually, since we do need to remove resilience. So I just chose a pretty accessible option to remove resilience for this team. And yeah, it's for this variation that I think you should add matching orb support for at least Bartu, maybe Shiryu too, like it depends. Because you do need to hit a few times here. Yeah, it's possible to just add to Shiryu, like if you add the Weaver support to Shiryu, you can add the Bonnie support to Barto, like the Kid Bonnie support. Then you get matching orbs final stage. And yeah, swap Capone crew, use special, use Shiryu, use Barto to remove resilience. And you can also use Croc to get the chain boost here. This is the only stage where Croc special is only chain boost. Sadly, both Shiryu and Croc does HP cuts, so you need to see that Katakuri animation every time. But yeah, both the first two teams should work for quite some time, since you do have at least 2 units hitting super effectively. But yeah, sadly, the final team only has Capone Crew. The reason for this is that for some reason, like usually for these Kizuna bosses, you usually have like 3 colors, right? And usually you're able to build with the 3 colors that are good against those 3 colors. But for this time, for some reason, Dex is boosted. It's probably because of the new Judge unit, but Dex is not super effective against any boss, but it's seed reduced. Quick is not seed reduced, so the only quick units can use are the few boosted ones, and of those units, only V2 Kaido is really any useful. And yeah, we'll use Aloida for this one. I remove the bind. Big Mom, and yeah, this is the usual charade. So yeah, just make sure you hit 3 perfects. Can hit with Barter 2 if you want to be safe, in case you miss a crit, but we do have the Doffy ship, so easier perfects at least. And yeah, same as usual, swap Capone Crew, use Special, use Shiryu, use Croc, and you got Attack Boost, you got Ore Boost, you got Color Affinity, and you got Chain Boost. And yeah, of course, if you reach higher levels with this team, you want to hit with all units before Capone Crew, just to maximize the damage. I'm just hitting with Capone Crew early, since I know I'm going to overkill anyway. But yeah, with this, I think I'm done with this Kizuna. I'm just going to slowly get to box 7, take my cracker, and chill a bit until we get the Bonnie content that should come together with the 11.0 update. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.